Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Stonebound. I am very excited to record today's episode because I have a lot of cool things I think planned to set up. And I also have to show you guys a lot of things I did between the last episode and now. The last episode I just uploaded today, but it's actually been 2 days since I recorded that. Yes, so for 2 whole days I've been playing on here. And I did a few things off camera that you could count as progression, but they're very simple and I'm going to run you through them. But I figured we're going to start down here first in our mob farm that we finished last time. And I said that I'm going to let this run for quite some time. You know, get a bunch of loot bags and start opening them and so on. Now, these are regular mob drops that are coming from there. And you guys see there's also some of these patient bags. And I know that you can cycle them through the loot bag opener to get eventually a nether star. I'm not going to use them. I refuse to use this. Also, after showing you guys all of this, I'm going to start voiding all loot bags. Because honestly, to me, the loot bags are not needed. You can get everything you want in a different way. And you guys are going to see the amount of garbage you get from them. And it just takes a lot of strain off the server if I don't mess with loot bags and just void them, okay? But the way it's set up, it's still, everything goes in here, and then I have up here a item translocator going to this one. It's currently off, as you guys can see. And there's this machine. I made the bag opener as well as the bag storage. The recycler is banned on our server because it's a huge lag creator. It's really bad. So, but the way it works is if you put a loot bag in here, let's go ahead and turn this on real quick. Let me make sure it's not too loud. Music, hostile creatures. Let's bring it down to really low. And let's just wait for a couple loot bags. We should get a few seconds here. And all it does is open them, right? It does one every 10 seconds. I've already seen people setting up arrays, but of course, if they start causing lag, they're going to be removed. Right now, the only problem we're having on the server is anything related to these loot bags. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, there's none coming here. Let's just turn it off and I'll show you a different way, and that is the loot bag storage here, okay? You guys see there is a translocator on the top and on the bottom, and depending on which way I want them to go. Oh, it's actually turned on right now, so never mind. And it puts them in here. And like a regular common loot bag is a value of 1. Uncommon is 4, then 16, then 64, and then 256, the legendary, right? So, I have a value of 3181. I can take 1 out, and it destructs it. If I put it back in, I get the same amount back, right? So this is just, if you don't want to open the loot bags right now, you just store them, get a point value, and then you can take out the ones you want, right? And, well, that's how it works. And let's just take out one of each one of these here real quick so you can see how the other side works. All the different ones. Okay, so this is turned off and this is off. So now if I put these in here and I turn this on, you're going to see them. They went in here and it already opened one because it was sitting at the end here. And now it opens the next one and so on. Now, I wanted to mention something here. You need to set up a filter for these. Okay? For these translocators. You could make no filter and it can only pull out the bags because that's all that it can put in here. But it causes a lot of tick because every tick, this translocator checks all the items. Hey, can I put this in here? Hey, can I put this in here? Hey, can I put this in here? And so on. But if you set up a filter here with those 5 bags, it only searches for those. And it is a huge tick reducer, okay? And of course, I did the same on the bottom over here. So the items then come down here and this is post-patch. We updated to 1.0.20 revision 1. And their loot bags were reworked. And you guys can see there's a lot less random stuff in here. There's still some random items in here. For example, let's see here. There, a juicer. There, growth crystal tier 3. Some very little. But overall, you guys can see kind of the repeating things you get from here, right? And again, I'm going to keep a few good things from here and the rest I'm all going to just throw away and then never touch loot bags again because over here is 6 full storage crates from before the patch. I kept everything. I only took a few certain things out of here and I'm just going to let you guys look here for a minute. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, but honestly, most of it I'm never going to use. I already have an ender sac, which is really nice. I also using the air charm. I'm using an ender orb from there. I'm using the automatic torch when needed. as well as the illumination wand, which I'm just gonna go ahead and throw away. And what is the other? There it is. The most important one, the acceleration one. This is nice to get from there. If you have one of those, you can just stop opening loot bags, honestly. So let's go ahead and put this. Do I have an empty slot somewhere? Let's just put it in here. Who cares? I hate this one. Okay, so you guys can see tons of things. You know, I'm gonna like keep this one here. And maybe keep one of all these different wands here. And that's it. The rest I'm all going to throw away. So I just wanted to give an update on this. And this right here is regular armor that I just pull out of this main one here. So I have more room for more stuff, right? So now that we've seen this, I want to show you guys the big reveal. Let's come up here. Let me stand right there. Let me look down. And I hope you guys are ready. I'm very excited about it. Bam. This is what I did out of the base. I told you guys I wanted to have something more organic, more colorful and whatnot. So I made the entire ring around it like this and dressed it up. And there's still a few spots that I want to work on so I don't see so much of the stone wall right there, right? And I might just put in like dark blocks, or I might just put leaves in there, or make fake trees against the wall and whatnot. And then I have a lot of things to show you, so I'm trying to get through them as quick as possible. The next thing is that I also asked everybody in the server is to start making these lamps right here, the dread lamps. They stop passive mobs from spawning, because I just been getting animals left and right. Right, and now it's done. You guys see on the minimap, I have one snowman down here. I made it because I wanted to make glow balls from Tinkers to light up the area around. But the recipe shows up, but there's nothing in the output window. So apparently you can't craft glow balls right now. And that is the reason why I made this here, the mana blaster. Right now it's yellow tinted, but it was green tinted. So I was able to light this up behind it. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Right there. You know, just some hidden lighting so I can light this up easy. And then I showed it a little bit twice now, but I wanted to show you guys. I made a fake sun. I like it. Now, there's still a lot of work to do on the ceiling, but I wanted to get your input first. You know, I put a blue sky here. This is made with flat colored blocks, and this is, you guys see this pulsing a little bit because it's the version that you make with glowstones. It actually emits light as well. This thing right here, the sun, is fluid displays, and I right-click them with energized glowstone. I have to check real quick. I kept it down here in our new storage room. Like I said, I just prepared a lot of things. I really didn't do anything when it comes to automation and so on. Right there, this thing. Energized glowstone bucket. So the way you do that... Where are they? Did I put them in here? Yes. Right, there's a fluid display. You just put it down and you can put any fluid on it, right? Also water, lava, whatever you want. And then when you right-click it again, with an empty hand... or something? There we go. It becomes this different version here, like it is a flowing block. This is a source block, and this is the flowing version of it. And when you break it, you get the fluid display again. You guys see, it doesn't use up the bucket, so you only need to make one. But the problem was that it did not emit any light. So that's why I used the yellow tinted one, and I put a couple around here, so it really lights it up nice and bright. And the magnum torch, the glitch told me, why don't you make some floating? I wanted it to get it out of the ground right there. So in case I ever dig down or something, it's not in my way, and I didn't want to move it again. So it's almost like it's floating right there, a little platform with the magnum torch on top, or mega torch. And I used these connectors here because I don't have any steel, so I couldn't actually make the proper connectors. But I think it still works, right? I mean, it's magical anyway. Then, next thing is, last time we started with the Botania flowers, because I wanted to get, I already forgot what color I wanted, but I kept it up. I got all 16 now. And then I needed to make a simple Botania setup. So just 5 ender flames and a pool, and I made the alchemy catalyst. Excuse me. Because that is the only way that I was able to get the 2 high flowers. So the way it works, when you take a dandelion or something, we're going to have to put this back over there. You guys see, this turns into a poppy, then it turns into the blue orchid, aluminium, and then all the different tulips. Then this one, and then there we go. We're first 2 high, and so on. Right, so that is how I got my hands on these 2 high flowers, because you guys know I love decorating with them. So here we go. Let's put it back here. All right. So, Then, in order to make the ferro lamps, I needed ink sacks. I made a 1x5 pool right here. It's actually 2 deep. You only need it to be 1 deep. And I fished to get myself some fish. And then I made squid bait and placed it here and then walked away. And a couple seconds later, there was a squid. And I killed it because every one of these needs a squid ink sac. You cannot make it with any other black dye. All right, so I hope you guys like this. I would love to hear your input about it. I didn't want it to be super bright around it, right? So it kind of blends. And I want to hear over here. What I'm thinking is like from the light blue, we can then either fade into a darker blue and then maybe into black above all the trees. Or reverse it, we go from blue into lighter all the way into white. Now, I personally lean from the blue and then into the black. So this last layer right there is all black. And then I will probably make the walls going down also black. Now, right here, you guys see I used a lot of terracotta because I kind of wanted it to blend in more. I did that before I actually saw how much of you can barely see it anywhere, right? But I then would replace all the rest of the stone with a black, some really dark stone, right? So you can't see it anymore, and then it blends over here, and then it goes all the way up to the sun. So let me hear your input on this, please. And in order to make all this terracotta, the way I did it is I set up a little bit of automation over here, and we're just going to get ourselves a stack of dust real quick so I can show you this in action. Up here's a drawer. It goes into the barrel. And then it turns into clay, and it goes down into this diamond furnace, which I made second. First, I made this one right here. The inferium furnace, but it was super slow. And then people said, just make this one. I really don't want to make the ultimate because I can't, right? It gets smelted, and then it comes out here into the... So I have 12 stacks still left. And there is a sink, so endless water. So now if I take this dust and put it in here, you guys are gonna see, oops, it goes in there and then constantly, you don't even see it going in, it sucks it out so fast, it turns into clay. And then powering this whole thing, I using lava buckets, which I make right here, just like we did before. And I put them back in here, and that just lasts so long, these lava buckets. Like, you can walk away and then, whatever, 10 stacks at least it burns for 2 buckets. And up here, I just have cobble. It's actually almost empty. So, and I wanted to leave this here and then tear it down before I show you guys. Another thing is I wanted to mention real quick, these little things here. Spectre coil, something, something. You get from loot bags. That is the only really cool thing, but I think they're very cheesy. It generates 128 RF a tick. That is crazy. That's a lot of power for just existing. It now feeds this one here. And I use this one here to keep charging my acceleration wand. There's another thing I wanted to show you on this. If you set up a key binding, look in the bottom left in chat. By default, it's fast mode. If you click that key binding, it's faster and then fastest. And I needed that together with torquing to get all these jungle trees to grow. That was actually quite difficult for them to grow because of the height restrictions and so on. But anyway, I wanted to point that out. And like I said, I used this mostly to just charge this wand. That was it. All right. So today I made this here. I made a giant storage area with way too many drawers, I think. It's altogether 328 slots. So each one of them is 1. So this one is 2, right? So half that many storage drawers is here. Because I just want to be ready. I don't know how much we're going to need. And I started putting away all the woods, the different woods that I've been working on. So they have their locations, and the same with the mob farms. And then slowly but surely we're going to add to it. Now let me show you here. This was the very first crate that I filled. Okay, then I set up another one because I wanted to have spruce wood, and I think dark oak was in here as well, yes. And now it's working on the third one because I got myself these saplings because bonsai was updated. It's different now. Do you see a different color? And you cannot plant anything in here. The way you can plant, I'm just going to show you guys real quick, is you actually have to give it dirt. So now I have dirt. And now I could, for example, plant... Oh my god, do I have a sapling here anywhere? Yes, there we go. A spruce tree. Right? If you don't give it dirt, or if you give it the wrong one and whatever, it's going to tell you, hey, you cannot plant this here, right? And then it grows the normal way. And I got these from the Nether after finding out that we can change it. But unfortunately, it doesn't give me any redstone. When you check on the usage, it doesn't give you redstone like when you harvest them normally. So that's okay. But I wanted to show you guys this. I'm actually going to break it now because I don't need it anymore. I got so much of this stuff. So yeah, I got tons of wood ready. Just leave all this here. Oh, actually, this one here we're going to put in the hole. And then last but not least, that is it, I think. Whew. I did a lot of sifting here. I finally got my 5 diamond meshes. And this thing is full. This was a combination of gravel, sand, and dust. And this one as well. All right, I got tons of diamonds and emeralds and whatnot. The emeralds are going to be awesome. And then there's some left over here now. Because, well, this is when I added this other one here and piped it out. But this is what I want to automate today. The output right here needs to be put into the storage system or processed. So that is my goal today. And, wow, how long? 16 minutes already. I apologize, guys, but this is a special episode because I did get so much done between it, and I just want to get you guys caught up. And after this one now, I'm not going to do much off-camera anymore. You know, just grind work, but not, you know, building and whatnot. I'm probably going to change the ceiling and the wall off-camera, yes, because that takes hours. Oh, by the way, air charm. You right-click it in the inventory, and now I can step up like this. And you can move around, right? And it uses up the durability here. You see? And then when you press shift, you come back down and then right click to turn it back off. So that allowed me to do a lot of things here, like hanging these balloons, making the sun and whatnot. And eventually when we get another star, we're going to make that repair item that repairs these things automatically. Okay, so first thing I want to get started with today is setting up the power. I just noticed I need to make more generators. So where did I put the generators for? I forgot that. You guys see I got a ton of items here. Let me go ahead and turn off my chat real quick. Where is it? Chat settings. I don't want to see chat because when people start begging for stuff. So I gotta make more of these. And all of this stuff we're gonna somewhat use today. But first we're gonna set up our lava generation itself. I made 3 controllers from XNet because you guys know me. I love that stuff and I'm going to make a lot of use of it. So I'm trying to craft in bulk. And I am going to need... Where are you? Right there. The cobble gen. I think that is it. Okay. Do I want to have... Yes. Let's go ahead and just use this guy here because we already have it. And we might use it in the future. This compacting drawer filled with cobble from excavating everything here with the builder, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the heat source first. I went with 9. I don't know how many we're actually going to need, but it is totally fine. And I'm going to need this fella over here too. So I have them all. And let's go ahead and put this. This is total overkill. I think this is going to make us so much lava. It's going to be crazy. Alright, so there's our 9. And then, let's see. I do want to kind of set it up a little bit nicer. So, I'm just going to say the controller is going to be here. Now, this, for example, would be something where I'd say, you know what? Stick one of these on here and forget about it. Right? But I might even change this out. So now this is charging. You guys see, this is all the power it's ever going to need. So we're going to come with the cable down here. To there. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our 9 connectors. I'm pretty sure that I can put cobble in from the side. I hope so. I'm not really sure yet, but we'll see. So we'll put this there. And then I think it needs to be below. How am I gonna do that? Let's put it here in the corner. Oh, I didn't really need to do that. Let's just do it like this. Let's put the cobble gen right there. And we'll put you, come on, give it to me, on top, right? And you are filling Yes, cobblestone is going up. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna get my cobblestone from. And of course, this will also need... Let's just run it through here. That's fine. So that means I don't need... Whoa! Don't throw it all away. I don't need this down here. Let's put the... wrong one. My bad. Let's put the connector here. And then we'll go ahead and wire this up like that. Alright, so now, and then we'll pull the lava out. And I figured we don't even need to make something special. We're simply going to put them right here. And then this over here we can use for like obsidian generation and some other stuff that I have in mind. You know, make a little bit of a workroom out of that. And I'm going to make a couple more of these in just a second, but I want to wire this up so it's all done. And then you guys see how I add the rest. So channel 1, let's just go ahead and say this is going to be item. And then, oh, I need to click on create. Hey, hello. Create. And we're going to uncheck this first. And then each one of these is going to be an insert. Oops. An insert all these different crucibles. So they're going to get their cobble. And I'm going to need one piece of cobble real quick so I can set a filter. We are going to... That's interesting here. It just shows machine. It doesn't show what it is. And we're going to extract from here in stacks. So it's faster, only cobble. So it doesn't even try to do anything else. So now when we enable this, bam, all instantly filled with cobble. That's why I love XNet. There is no waiting. It's just, okay, here, done. All right, so we're making a bunch of... Look how fast it makes this lava. I'm going to have a lot of lava. All right, and then I'm not going to put in any tanks or anything. And let's say channel 2, we are going to make fluid, create, uncheck it first. And now we're going to extract on all of these. Like I said, it's going to be way too much lava. But for future, hey, who knows, right? Maybe we'll need a lot. Like if we need to get into IC2 or something, it wouldn't be bad. And then we're going to insert them into the 4 furnaces right there. All right, coolio. So... I forgot now. Why are they not running? Oh, I got to turn on the channel. Duh. Bam. There we go. Now they're running. All right. Still have 0 grid power. And like I said, I'm going to add more right here in just a little bit. And these, I think, make 40 RF each. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to get this power into one of these power cells. And I think that power cell... Let's just put it here in the middle. Nice and center. And this one we're going to set to all in. Sorry. We're actually not going to do that. Give me that back. I am going to use my resonance first so we can build up a nice cushion. Right? We can get a lot of excess. Set this up to input on the top and output on the bottom. So let's make a energy create. We're going to insert energy. I'm not really worried about disabling the channel at first. Extract. Extract. And extract. And I don't know, is it full? Yeah, it's still... Oh, it's filling. Okay, so this is working. And then, because this is set to output, now we put the power cell up there. And it's already full because I don't have more down. My network is actually bigger. So there we go. We got our new power system set up, and I like that a lot. And I can put these back in here, and we can also extend it and put speed upgrades into these and whatnot. We might actually put some speed upgrades here in the middle in a minute. But let's go ahead and get this and set it to stone brick and then cover this all up. I'm not gonna cover this, that's fine. But this way, it looks a little nicer. We could cover this up completely, but this way you know what's going on and where it's going. So very cool. So let me leave this here. And now we're going to make us some GP, guys. I made 6 water mills and 10 fire mills. 10 fire mills, I couldn't make more because each one of them makes 4 GP. And after 40 GP, as you guys see there, we're gonna have a little bit of an efficiency loss. So you can only get up to 10 for this. And I made a little room down here for that. So, and then the rest I made some of this water, just 6, because that's how many I can fit here. So we're gonna put 1 right there, and you guys see 16, because it's getting water from all 4 sides. 2, 3, 4. We're actually gonna need a lot of GP today. That's why I'm setting this all up. And I don't want to use that. Let's just place it like this. And put it over there. I decided not to make lava mills, because the lava mills say they make 4. But in testing, when I put them down, they only make 2. I don't know. Even the wiki says that it only makes 2. So why do I have 125.33? That is bugging me right now, because I can have 10 of these, and this has 14% efficiency loss. Okay, these make 16 each, and the efficiency loss starts at 64. Oh, that's why, because I'm going over. So I have the... Okay, so that makes sense. That's why I have such a crooked number. So you can actually only have 4 of these. Right? Yes. But anyway, we're making 125.33, which is nice. And now we could actually find out. We have a couple of them. I don't need them for anything else. If I use these here, I might make a few more in a second. But how much more power? Do we know how much this makes more? Or does it just use it faster? 3.1 seconds. 6.25. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not know how much effect these have here. So for now, I'm not going to put them in, because I need to make sure to preserve my GP. Like I said, we're getting a lot in a minute. So let me go ahead and craft 5 more of these real quick and put them there so they're all set up. So all the magmatic generators are down here. Everything is working fine. And now we're going to work on emptying these right here. I can actually turn this off right now, because later I'm going to reverse this and pump it back into there. But where I want to set this up. Okay, so actually let me come back over here. Sorry about that. And we are going to pack these 2 up real quick and take them with us. Because what I did here is I went through all the items. These are the items that I want to crush and then smelt. Of course, we need to compact them first. These 2 get smelted, and these up here are all getting sent directly to the storage system. So I need to take these 2 with me, just so I have them as indicator. And I'm probably going to keep them for future in case I ever mess it up or something. I always do that. So let's put that here and this one there and take it. Give it to me. Come on. There we go. Sometimes a little bit delayed there. All right. Let's put these back. So what do we need to do? With all these different crushed thingies down there, we need to make the chunks right there, right? So the recipe for that is you need to combine it. And as far as I know... Actually, I don't know. Don't tell me I made these for nothing, that I can only use the packager. Okay, let's jump down here and try it. Don't tell me that this actually doesn't work. Oh my god, I cannot put these in here. Oh my god, I made 9 of these. I thought that we can use that. Ah, that is a bummer. Okay, so I need the packager from Cyclic. Bulk packaging with custom recipes. Alright, let's make 1 of them. I have no idea if they need power. It looks like they need power. What does this mean here? I do not know. So give me half of this. I do need power, so let's just slap this guy on here for right now. So do I need to do this? I don't know how this works. Where'd it go? Like that? So yeah, all I needed to change was this up here. It was set to required redstone. And then when you set it to always on, you just put the pieces in here. Let me show you again here. Just like that. And then it turns it into the chunks here. Not sure. I'm only going to use one per type. Because otherwise, you know, you have leftover stuff in here. So that thing works. All right. So I'm going to have to make... Actually, I might have all the stuff on me to make the rest of them. 3 more. What am I short on? I have the crafting tables. Oh, I need more furnaces. There we go. All right, let's just make... I said I need 9, so there's 8. Now what am I short on? What? More furnaces. Wow. That's a lot of furnaces I need here. I should probably left the bone meal away, but let's just get... Oops, that was way too much. There we go. Oh, I need 2. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, and now number 9. There we go. So now we can set this up there. I'm going for quite... it's going to be quite speedy, but it's definitely not nowhere near fast as we need it later on. I'm in the beginning, I should say. Sorry about that. The thing is that we have so much saved up right now that it will no chance that it can keep up right now, right? The smelting and so on. But then once everything is worked away, it should be fast enough. So we have 9 of these, so I'm gonna have to put the connectors to get this stuff in there directly out of the boxes. So I think we're gonna come up from here. Let's see where this is going to bring me. You guys see I made a silk touch pick. Okay, come on. Okay, so this is... I clean all this up later, of course. So this is all the way here. Alright, that's fine. So we're gonna come in from there. Like this. And then let's go ahead and get out of this hole. Oh, you cannot touch any walls, by the way. You need to be dead center in a hole. Otherwise, it will just deactivate it pretty much, right? So there we go. So we got this one. So now let's use this one up first. I'm going to put this here. Like that. And then... Ooh. Don't like that. Okay, let's do it like this. If I come up with a connector here, and then we'll put this guy on top, just so it looks a little cooler. That's all. And this would be west and north. Let's disconnect west and north, so it's not connected there. And we're gonna connect all of these together like this. And then we're actually gonna come up there. Let me just make a bigger hole. And we can still come in from here. That's perfectly fine. Because I'm gonna decorate this from the outside. Come on, let me up. Oh my god, this is such a pain in the butt. There we go. I mean, I love that thing, don't get me wrong. It's been very useful. Okay, so there we go. So now we can set up the filters for these, so they all go in there. And then we pull them out from there as well. I hope that works, that we can use the same. And then I want all of this to go... Let's see, I want to have that directly go... Let's go right here. So I'm gonna put a storage crate. I thought I brought one. I didn't... I do want to put a storage crate here in between, just so we have... So we have a little bit of a buffer. Let me just grab one. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's just bring them all. I'm running out of... Oh, that is something we can do real quick, guys. I totally forgot about that. Oh, man, I can't believe... I'm so happy I thought of this. There's 2 things we are getting from this. There's 2 upgrades that I've gotten. They are... Oh, by the way, you guys see I put the blaze spawner in here and I just died earlier. Killed myself on my own killing mechanism. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording. So we got this thing here. It's an inventory crafting table. And we can eat that. And now I have a crafting table here, so I don't need to have the stick with me. And then there's another one, this one right here, inventory upgrade. I do not know what that does. I have extra inventory. I don't know, swap armor with left column. Swap row with hotbar. Well, that is kind of cool, so I can put this in here and... Hey, that's neat. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. I was waiting the whole time. That's gonna be definitely very useful. Alright, so, like I said, so we're gonna put the crusher over here. So why don't we do it like this? We're gonna put... Then from here, we are going to go into the crusher from extra utilities. Right there. I wanted to use this one. And I did some testing on it as well, and unfortunately, we're actually not going to ore double. But I don't care about ore doubling, because we're going to get so many materials, I just want to smelt it. Because when you check here, it shows you that they have a 2 and a 10% chance to get something else, right? But in my testing, I did not get 2 of these on iron or anything, but I am after the extra materials that we're getting. Because, for example, from iron... we are getting gold. And I actually got quite a bit of extra gold. And gold is something that I'm always short on no matter when I play. So anyway, so we're going to get the chunks. We're going to put them in here. And then here I want to use a... right there, translocator. This is facing north. So to the south, we're turning this off. And this is going to go that way. Into this machine. And then we're actually going to pull it out with XNet from the machine. And then this, we are going to put here. I want to set this up kind of nice so we can also expand it if we want. So that stuff goes into the furnace right there. And then from the furnace, it will go into an ender chest. Don't forget that if you play on the server, to put a diamond on your ender chest so it is locked to you. And this is east. This one is also turned off. We're not talking to this ender chest. That's how we're going to get the items down there. I don't want to run a cable that long. The same with the power and whatnot. So that should work nicely. And then I think right here, we're going to put our simple power cell. I want to first see if we can run all this with a simple power cell. And this one is set to out. Oh, there's no connector on here. Where can I put this guy? Actually, we can put it somewhere else. It doesn't need to be up here. That's fine. We can put it on the bottom. Or do we want to put it... man. I'm not really sure where I want to put this now. Because I still have to put the controller, of course, and the other ones on the bottom. I do want this to be somewhat kind of symmetrical and stuff. Can't put it there. I can put it there. I guess here, this is what we're going to do. We can put the power here. And we can put the controller for all of this here. There we go. So now it's somewhat symmetrical. Alright, so now let's go down and hook up the other ones first. And then we can start putting everything. I have to just call this one something. This one is going to be called chunks. Yes. Because I'm going to hook up the 4 on the bottom here. These 4 as well. And they're all going to show up as the same one. But these all, they don't need a name. That doesn't matter because they're all going to be processed through here. So we're going to put one right here. And one right there. And then here and there. There we go. Now let me go ahead and wire all this up. We're going to come in the middle. Come on, connect. And then back to here. All the way along. To there and across. And is this connected back here? Not yet. Let's go ahead and put this and let's cover this up while we're here. Kablam. And it's in here, right? Yes. Let's go ahead and close this off. So this is all closed off. These are all connected. Right? Yes. This one here is double. So let's turn this one off and this one. Alright, there we go. And now I can actually already siphon this back over to the other side. So it starts filling that one. So that is totally fine. Yeah, so this is slowly emptying here. And by the way, that in case you didn't know, when you give these glowstone, look at how fast this empties. This is absolutely crazy. There we go. And we'll do the same here just for now. And these are going to be removed here when we're done catching up with everything. I don't need glowstone on these over here because this is just going to be so fast. That's no biggie. Oh, I didn't put it here yet. We still need to put it on this end. Kablam and blam. And this one needs to be turned off in the east. There we go. Now we got everything wired up. Now let me go ahead and dump everything that I don't need in here for right now. Just so it's out of my inventory, and the rest we'll put down there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these 9 going here. Because this is what we're going to have to set up first now. So the very first one... Oh, let me put... this guy on here. Bam.